Alright, you guys can read the title, and you guys can see the amount of subs I have right under my username right over here. Am I going to make a milestone celebratory video for every 10k subs I get until I get to 100k? Most likely. And after that, I might make intervals for every 100k subs, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But with that being said, how does it feel to be a YouTuber that has 20k subs? And I'm not just any YouTuber, I'm an art YouTuber. A YouTuber that dabbles in the sphere of artists that decided to take upon themselves to make videos that are centered around the topic of art. And that thing called art could come in many forms. You could do tutorials that help young aspiring artists, or do speed paints to show off your artistic process in ×2 speed. What I'm saying is that there's a plethora of video ideas one could do around the topic of art. It may not seem like it at first, but you're gonna have to get a bit creative. What did I do? I made the Artist Analysis series, a series in which I look at different artists while analyzing interesting things about their art style. In fact, I dare say that's the video series that got me on the map in the first place. Honestly, it may have been the Boichi video in particular that made my sub count jump from 5,000 to 10,000 within a month. To this day, I am very grateful for how well that video did. Okay, but I have 20k subs, so how does it feel now that I've reached this level of fame or artistic mastery above the average artist? Honestly, I'm not feeling any of that. And I'm getting a feeling that no matter how many subscribers I get in the future, it's never gonna feel really real to me. Like, I see that there are so many people that are happy or excited that I've uploaded, and I'm just sitting here like, I'm just some guy. But regardless of that, I do appreciate that you guys feel that way towards me. In fact, I am flattered. And for those who care and or are wondering, the amount of money I'm making is not that substantial. In fact, I'm only making between 40 to 50 bucks a month, which I guess isn't not substantial in the grand scheme of things. And that number does go up ever so slightly when I have a video that does very well, and I do think if I had anything resembling an upload schedule, that number could honestly reach about $100. But hey, baby steps. That, and I have to balance this between 2 other jobs, but that's neither here nor there. But you know, I've been looking at other art YouTubers and looking at what they do, and I've realized that I really need to dive deeper into clickbaity titles, or at least titles that draw in viewers. I'm a bit too on the nose when it comes to my video titles. I should title my videos in a fashion similar to what I've learned after drawing for 100 hours straight, or the secret that art gods are not telling you to get better. And you know, on that note, sometimes I wonder who these art gods even are and how they even achieved the title. Like, what criteria did they fulfill to be called an art god? And you might be saying, duh, look at the art. Is it good? Well, there you go. But just like, how do you determine what's good? Like, what qualifies good? The amount of likes or the amount of followers? I don't think artists want the level of their work to be based solely on the amount of followers they have. But the reality is that just because you're a good artist doesn't mean you're good at marketing stuff to get an audience. You can paint the most beautiful things in the world, but if no one sees it... And just a disclaimer, just because no one sees your artwork, it doesn't mean it's bad, nor does it mean it was pointless. Again, the amount of likes nor the amount of followers should be the indicator for the quality of work you do. But I'd also be lying if there wasn't some correlation. I don't know who you deem to be an art god, but they usually have both good art and a huge social media following, or at least some amount of fame. So with that being said, I want to look at all my stats, all my social media outlets, and all my revenues of income as an artist that does YouTube and is currently at 20k subs. YouTube. I've had this channel for about 9-ish years up to this point, but as you can see from my oldest videos, I was not even slightly taking it seriously. I didn't even have a mic, but fast forward to now, I'm actually making money, and according to this YouTube screen, I'm making about $54 a month. It's not that much, but Rome wasn't built in a day. That, and I always expected this journey to be of a slow burn for me. Patreon. Now I know I don't have the best Patreon in the world, and a lot of people have suggested to me that building a fan base and then making a Patreon is more ideal, but I'm more of a build as you go type of guy, and I don't really care to wait until after the fact I've already made it to start a Patreon. It makes me know who are the ones that were there for me at the beginning. And similar to YouTube, this number could fluctuate, but as of me making this video, I have 25 followers in total and making about $8 a month. Again, not the biggest numbers, but I really do appreciate the people that can support me, especially considering you guys don't even have to. Twitch. For the longest time, I wasn't planning on streaming on Twitch, but lately my friend has been on his streamer grind, so I thought I'd dip my hat in that realm. I also thought it would be nice to diversify my income, and I say that, but I'm not making a single cent from Twitch. I have 43 followers, and to become a Twitch affiliate, I need 50 followers, stream for 7 days in a month, and the total stream time within that month has to be 8 hours, as well as have an average of 3 viewers while streaming. TikTok. I had swore to myself that I wouldn't dare make a TikTok, but I needed to be honest and ask myself, how much do I really want to make this an art business with my income solely coming from my social media outlets? I just made my TikTok about 1 month ago, and I grew over 100 followers in what seems to be a relatively short time with consistent uploading. In order to start making money on the Creator Rewards program, I need to be at least 18 years old, which is very reasonable, and have at least 10,000 followers and at least 100,000 video views in the last 30 days. Jesus Christ. Again, Rome wasn't built in a day, and we all gotta start somewhere, right? I know there are other ways to make money off of TikTok, like going live and selling products, but I'm not really interested in that way of making money on TikTok. So yeah, that's all the social media outlets that I have that are currently making me money or no money at all. And hopefully that'll change in the foreseeable future. I do think 20k subs still qualifies as being on the low end of being a YouTuber, but I'm confident with consistent uploading and making quality videos, I'll bring my channel very far. And you guys already know what I'm gonna ask of you at the end of this video. Please like the video. Comment if you think I'm way in over my head, or comment that you'll be here for the ride. Either way, just be sure to hit the subscribe button on the way out and consider following me on all my social media outlets that I've just discussed. They're all in the description. Thank you for getting me to 20k subs, and I'll see you guys in the next one.